my shipping container roof before and after. Mine holds water on top and my husband's is kind of domed, so his is in a lot better condition than mine and didn't need as much work done to it. These corner plates are almost rusted through, some rust and a dent over here. This patch is usually underwater, but we used a wallaby jack to lift it up from the inside, and just for now, while I'm walking around up here, I have it propped up on 4 tent poles and an old seat. I did a quick cleanup of this section a few months ago and used some cheap spray paint. It hasn't held up. Here's a look at another corner. For this, I tried 2 different wire wheels on the angle grinder. I ended up just using the coarsest one and it was very effective. It did kick a bit, but it wasn't too bad. It looks so much better already. Before, after, another before, and after. That's actually in worse condition than I thought. Now that the bulk of the flaking rust is off, I can go and rust convert it. I just used an old paintbrush and borrowed a bowl from my sister while she was on holidays. This is where I started, and I thought I was just going to brush it on the rusty areas, and then I realized the whole roof is a rusty area. So instead of climbing down and grabbing a roller, I used this tiny brush for the entire roof. This is it the next day, and it has definitely cleaned it up. This needs a really good wash before it gets painted, but it is looking very good. You will notice I put some caps on the corners using some 1.6mm plate. That's just to prevent the water from sitting in those upper corner castings. And my husband made some large patches to protect the worst corners. Much better. Then I used the gurney to hose off the rust converter. After that, I used some laundry soap and water and gave the whole thing a pretty good scrub. And then back inside to pop out a few of the worst dents. Now for the fun part. I did a lot of reading and comparing of prices, and I eventually chose Duralume Anti-Corrosive that I bought from Paint Online. It says that it's specifically designed to refurbish old mild steel and severely weathered galvanized steel. It also contains aluminium and anti-corrosive pigments and reckons it has excellent adhesion. It also says it is perfect for both a primer and a finish, and all of that sounds perfect and exactly what I need. I bought a 4-litre tin and it did 2 coats on both shipping container roofs with a little to spare. I used a spray gun and mixed in 10% thinners, which I also bought from the same place, and it worked out to be better value than Bunnings. This is what one coat looks like. It was late in the afternoon, so I did the second coat the following morning. And that's the second coat. It's been up there a month so far and still looks as good as the day I painted it. I will keep you updated in the comments about how it handles the next couple of years. I do intend on putting a roof over these at some point, but everything takes time and money, so I wanted something to protect it in the meantime. Paint Online has flat rate shipping, so I ordered 4 different tins and split the cost of that over the 4 items to better compare with other brands. I also compared coverage and quality, and this is what I ended up going with. I have a chassis black that I'm very excited to use on the sides of the shipping container, but before that I have to build an awning between the two.